What's up, guys? So today I got a little interesting video for you all, and it's like I said, it's really interesting, and I thought that it could, this could be a possible problem for Activision and all the developers that make Call of Duty. And let me just tell you what that problem is. So this article comes from Charlie Intel. It was just released this morning, and it says the state of Hawaii says it's investigating EA over Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot boxes, and it says it's a Star Wars themed online casino. So, as you can see, now obviously, like, we're not really talking about Call of Duty here, but I'll show you guys more what they're talking about because it's really interesting stuff. So, basically, state lawmakers in Hawaii have been looking at the loot boxes in EA or in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and like I said, or like they said it's a online casino. So I'm pretty sure, like, I don't remember exactly, but I think someone was telling me that, like, you can unlock some of these heroes or something from the game, but it takes like hours and hours of like game or like work to get those characters, or you can buy them, and it's like a complete ripoff. And so everyone has been like talking about this, and even I think Disney, the owners at Disney, had like contacted EA and said, "Listen, you're ruining our franchise," because they currently own Star Wars, so they're ruining Star Wars for everyone. And so, after that, EA actually like bans loot boxes for the time being, like for launch. And I even know that a lot of people have like canceled their pre-orders, not even getting the game anymore. So they're losing a lot of money from this. They wanted to make a lot of money, but they're losing a lot of money. And now this comes out, and it says, Hawaii lawmakers are looking at EA in the predatory behavior after the loot boxes situation in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, this is the interesting part. This is what one guy says. He says, now it's moved into the main event. Quinlan said Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a AAA title that's being released by the world's largest gaming studio, which is EA. I didn't know that. And has the most popular intellectual property attached to it, and it's marketed directly at children. And then another guy says, a Star Wars themed online casino designed to lure kids into spending money. It's a trap. And now, this is just insane because, I mean, we've been saying this for a while, right? Like, especially with Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is like one pure example of what we can call this, like, gambling. They first said that everything would be cosmetic, then they decided to add actual weapons in them in the supply drops, and the only way you can get those weapons is by earning supply drops, which does take a long time, or you could buy them. So that's one way they ripped us off. And it definitely has gotten better with Infinite Warfare and World War II, but I'll talk about that later in the video. But the next part I wanted to talk about, and this is really, really interesting. So, alongside Belgium Minister of Justice announced that they are considering loot boxes as gambling and want them banned from video games in Europe entirely. However, they did caution that the process of changing legislation will take a while. So, for now, games will continue to have these systems. And then the gaming commissioner said the mixing of money and addiction is gambling. Mixing gambling and gaming, especially at a young age, is dangerous for mental health of the child. And it definitely is. That's definitely 100% true. I definitely agree with that. I mean, even myself, like, I think I was 16 when Black Ops 3 came out, and I couldn't say enough, guys. I even with Advanced Warfare, I did spend a lot of money. Like, I think the game cost $60, and I'm pretty sure I remember how much exactly I spent with Advanced Warfare. And Advanced Warfare, I was at, I think, 15. So, a 15-year-old kid, I'm pretty sure I spent like over $300 on supply drops. Really stupid, right? Because that's what young kids do, They just want to get the good stuff, and they don't really care about spending the money. And that was me back then. Now I've gotten a little bit better, but still, sometimes they are still addicting, even at my age. Now I'm 18. So, it's definitely a serious problem. And now this is what I'm going to talk about with Call of Duty. From Black Ops 3, obviously that was the worst case we ever had. Because, if with what's it called? Advanced Warfare, they had, I think, the first two DLCs. They gave out the weapons for, I think, season pass owners. And then after that, they started like adding these new weapons. That's when it started getting bad for Advanced Warfare. Then Black Ops 3, it started in January, the beginning of the game. So, and it was just terrible. I'm pretty sure Treyarch and Activision made tons of money that year because also, I'm pretty sure Black Ops 3 made like broke a bunch of records too as well. For having the amount of like players online or whatever. So they definitely made a lot of money from that game. And then Infinite Warfare obviously was not a very popular game, and they did change the system. I really did like how they changed it because I've actually owned the season pass for I've owned the season pass for the past like I think few years. I think since Ghost. So giving new weapons to the season pass owners is really great, And, even with Infinite Warfare, if you didn't have the season pass, you could have just completed a challenge, and they were super easy, And that's why I think it's really cool. Now, you would also have to get the variants out of supply drops, but as long as you have the base weapon, I think that's fine, right? You open supply drops, and Infinite Warfare did have some they had contracts, right? And they were super easy contracts. They did have some great rewards. There were rewards that like gave you an epic weapon out of a supply drop. So that was great. Even with Modern Warfare Remastered, with the collections, that was also great. If you played the game a lot, I didn't, so I didn't get a lot of weapons. But if you played the game a lot, you got a lot of the like loot, and you got basically the new weapons when they came out because you would have all that loot. Now we're with World War II, and I think this year it's definitely the prime year for like supply jobs, if that makes sense. Like this year, I think they did a great job with it. Obviously, now you can buy them. They just released that yesterday, but I think just the amount of ways you can earn supply jobs with the contracts, the daily orders, the weekly orders, and the special orders. I think they're great. Like I still kind of want to buy them. I still kind of have like a little itch that I want to get some more. But I'm just thinking like I can earn three rare supply drops from the weekly orders. I can try to complete the contracts and get some rare supply drops from that, and I can also complete daily orders to get the regular supply drops. And also by ranking up in the social space, the headquarters, you also get supply drops from that, and armory credits, and also just by playing the game, you also get supply drops. So definitely did a great job. You can earn like supply drops many ways this year, and so I don't think as long as they keep this, as long as they don't change it, I think they'll like Activision will be okay. But as far as EA goes, back to EA. I don't know if they're going to be considered good right now because they're in a bad state at the moment. So I mean, good luck to EA. Not really, actually. I don't really care about them. I'm sorry, but that was just so stupid that they forced kids and especially Star Wars. Everyone loves Star Wars. Not I mean not everyone, but it has it has a big audience, right? So I mean, just forcing everyone to buy stuff from a Star Wars game. It's messed up. It really is. But anyway, that's it, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And by the way, I'll link the article down in the description just in case you want to read it, because there were a few details I left out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.